Sir, are you okay? Yeah, sorry. When you're having to work on it and we do the same compilation, it does tend to get you about exhausted. I understand. And it's not easy making such a compilation that fits the script. Well, at least it's mine, right? Yeah, in all honesty, it wasn't really easy. I wasn't trying to finish the story too fast or too late. I'm just at the very least trying to make it as entertaining as possible, on my end, and not just make it all doom and gloom. You know who I am. I don't tend to bring sadness to everyone. It's not really my thing. So that brings to your previous compilation that you did. Not the redone version of the third, but the original third one. Not anything wrong, but I am curious of why you made that. Oh yeah, that. I thought to make a cut, because it's in the right direction, and not ending it too fast, nor too late, but try to give it entertaining, and not just force us to lose. You see, I had myself a bit of a nightmare about 2 nights ago. I was watching some anime and just minding my own business, but then all of a sudden, the anime protagonists are, how do I put this without scaring everyone? I'll skip the parts too gruesome for everyone's well-being. Just know whatever happened in my nightmare is just far not pleasant. It started by seeing some protagonists is the anime series, a sort of crossover, you might say. But now I saw some protagonists such as Shinji Ikari, the magical girls, including Madoka. But there was some anime characters that looked similar, such as the one in Higurashi, and there were some characters similar to those in the corpse party. And no, I'm not being a creep, thank you very much. I'm trying to explain how my nightmare went. Anyways, let's say you met those characters, those in your nightmares, and all of a sudden you got in some sort of horror scenario, either in sort of an abandoned building or in Silent Hill, or at least a place that looks like Silent Hill. Either way, they were too dark for me to tell. But in my nightmare, I saw them getting slain in the most brutal of ways. I even saw that the villains that were supposed to be defeated winning for real. And if villains truly win, I cannot allow that. Not ever. People might say I just being bland and say villains will win. It honestly doesn't feel right. I had to do what it means to have heroes win. Not force us to lose, so villains will bring despair for all eternity. That would explain your original third compilation. I mean, we're fully aware you're not being a creep or whatnot. For you should know that tragedy does come, sooner or later. I know, and I have been trying to get that. But not to a point where villains will win. Like, for real win. Because to me, if the villains did truly win, I don't know. I truthfully prefer stories to have happy endings, not end at all in despair and tragedy. So, not losing to the villains is a big deal to me. In my heart, I don't want innocent lives to suffer because of those villains. And I can't just not make ourselves lose. That's maybe one of the reasons why I couldn't let that nightmare come to fruition. Young man, sometimes we need to brave the unknown in order to see how the story unfolds. But don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you're a spineless hero. No, you're not. Because I saw you brave the unknown many times. Not even fear of failure stopped you. I just came here because I need to give you a lesson, a valuable life lesson. But instead, I managed to get that answer already. Please from that whole story you told. Really? And what was that lesson? See, making a piece of a story only for a friend is like making a compilation for Skywalker. It's like working on a piece of art that takes time. I'm eager for a director to acknowledge. Do not feel disappointed if you failed. From failing, you learn. You did fail, but you never gave up. That's something Skye and the others would want to see. Heroes that may fail on certain things, but never gave up to try and try again. Well, I appreciate we had this talk, Mr. Chris. I'll let Skye know about that nightmare story you told me. What, for real? You're gonna tell Skye about my nightmare? And don't worry, your reputation is still gonna be okay. You're doing good, Chris. Skye ain't forcing you to follow the exact script. You do you. He just needs you to try not to finish that story too quickly, okay? Hey, honey, we're waiting for you. Oh, come in, Ryoko and Mako. Not letting feelings win, huh? Well, as Alistair said, the world is a stage, and the stage is a world of entertainment. That Chris fellow is a good guy. Don't you guys think?